First guest tonight is an Emmy Award-winning actress you know from shows such as The Crown and Wolf Hall, and films like All of Us Strangers, The Girl in the Spider's Web, First Man, and Women Talking. She stars in H is for Hawk, which will be in theaters this Friday. Let's take a look.
Mabel. Come on, Mabes.
No, she's distracted. Hang on.
Mabel.
Give her a moment. Just present a little more of the chick.
Come on, Mabes.
There, she sees it.
Mabel, come on.
Here you go. What's that there? Give her a moment. She's coming.
Oh, Stu. Come on, Mabel. Come on.
There you go. Get that chick off her.
Amazing. Well done, Mabes. Well done.
Bring her back. We'll go further. 2 or 3 yards.
Okay.
Very good.
Okay.
Good girl.
Good girl.
Please welcome back to the show, Claire Foy, everybody. So nice to see you.
And you, thanks for having me.
I'm going to have so many questions about working with hawks.
Okay.
But I also, before we get to that, it's lovely to have you in New York City. Have you ever lived in New York City?
I shot a film. I shot a Steven Soderbergh film here and in White Plains.
Okay. They say when you're here, you gotta go to White Plains.
Gotta go. And I loved it. But that was the only time I lived, like, shot
Gotcha.
here or lived here, yeah.
When you're in New York City, is there anything you have to do when you're here?
Eat.
Yep.
And that's about it, really. I just go
So you're
around
not like,
eating.
it's like shop, you're not like a big shopper or anything?
No, I am.
Okay.
But I'd take eating over shopping
Okay,
if
that's
I could.
good, done.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
that's a very strong way to go about things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good.
The hawk, you know,
Yeah.
it's very nice in this day and age to not see a hawk that was digitally added afterwards.
Isn't it?
That's a real hawk.
Real hawk all the time.
Yeah.
5
And-
different hawks.
Okay, so you worked with, the Mabel is the hawk's name, but there were more than one hawk playing Mabel.
She's got multiple personalities, yes. It's just 5 different.
Was it based on the scene? It was based on what you needed Mabel to do that day?
Yeah, exactly, basically.
This is a real emotional scene, so we're going to get Hawk 3.
Yeah, get the one that can cry in.
the crying
Yeah,
hawk.
the crying hawk
Oh my
and
God,
the
if-
angry
that
hawk.
is a moneymaker. If you could teach a hawk how to cry.
One single tear.
The one tear going
Yeah.
down the feathers.
Yeah.
Oh. How did you have any hesitation about working with hawks?
No, and I probably should have done. But I think I didn't. I suppose I didn't. I don't know. If I wasn't good at falconry, then the film wouldn't have been made. So
Yeah.
I had to be good at falconry.
Well, and I guess you are playing someone who is sort of learning the ropes of falconry as well.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Helen was a really gifted
Yeah.
falconer, but it's more that they'd never had this type of bird. Goshawks are like notoriously pretty tricky.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So.
So working with a tricky goshawk was also, I guess, what the character was doing as well.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
And were there any harrowing moments with the hawk, or ultimately was it all under control?
It was all totally under control all the time. But I realised afterwards that they were quite afraid. As
Gotcha.
in production.
At the
and
rap
hawk-
party?
They were like, thank God you're alive. There was a moment there where...
Oh,
Yeah.
the hawks weren't afraid. The people, like the hawk handlers, were like the ones who
Well,
were
they
afraid?
were just like, how's this gonna go?
Yeah.
And there's a thing that that birds of prey do, which is called footing, which is where they don't land on your glove, they land on you, like your skin. And they've got
Gotcha.
very long talons.
Footing is far too, like, cute a term for... yeah. It should be claw facing, I would maybe call
Yeah,
it. Yeah.
eye gouging.
Yeah.
But luckily for me, that only happened in like the last shot of the whole film. Was the first time it happened.
Oh, the first time you got footed?
Yeah.
And how...
and it felt like it was like, see you, bye.
We wanted to leave you with a parting gift. Yeah. Do you feel like at the end of the film you had a favorite hawk to work with, or be honest, could you tell which day which hawk was working?
Yeah.
You could.
I had two favorites.
Okay.
Yeah, my more cuddly hawks.
Oh, really?
Because the other 2 hawks, one was a hunting hawk, which was absolutely terrifying,
Okay.
and the other one wasn't supposed to like me.
Okay.
That's what I'm telling myself. And I don't think
And then the
she
other
did.
2 were emotional support hawks.
Yeah.
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 Would you, by the end of the film, did you like kind of walk out being like, I might want to get a hawk of my own?
No.
Okay.
Yeah. It's difficult, guys.
Yeah.
I wouldn't recommend it.
I would
necessarily.
also imagine nature happens over the course of a shoot day, right? Like the hawks don't like say they need a break to like go relieve themselves.
Oh, I see. That I thought you meant like trees and plants and stuff. I was like, during a shoot day.
No,
they
I meant
always
just
happen.
like yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, they a lot.
Oh, yeah.
And really, you never knew when it was coming.
Yeah.
And
Did
projectile.
it ever like ruin a take? Was there ever a moment where like it was an emotional scene and then the hawk was just like
Just had to go.
Yeah.
Well, no, it's in the I mean, the hawk did do lots of poos, but many of the poos are in the film.
oh
Yeah.
oh that's lovely.
We didn't want to waste the moment.
Yeah, right. It is about real hawks.
Yeah,
you can't-
exactly.
So Helen, you're playing character Helen,
Yeah.
and this is I mean, it's a story about she loses her father and,
Yeah.
and she's grieving, and this is kind of one of the ways she's dealing with it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's based on a book from 2014. Were you familiar with the book at all?
No, so I mean, which is shameful, really, because it was a New York Times bestseller. So probably
We
should
can't read all the books.
That's true.
Yeah.
But it actually, a lot of people who made the film ended up having like a real strong connection to the book, and I did as well. It meant a lot to someone really close to me because people pass the book down. It goes like people pass it around because it means so much to people. So I knew how sort of significant it was, but I hadn't read it myself.
It's wonderful. I have a lot more questions. You mind sticking around? Do I keep
Sure.
asking? Great. You guys, this is Claire Foy. We'll be right back. Welcome back. We're here with Claire Foy. If you see a bird of prey in the sky now, do you know what kind it is?
In England, I might.
Really?
Yeah, you've got sort of different types.
I mean,
Yeah.
this is the first I'm hearing about it. Yeah. I haven't done a single
Just
hawk
don't ask
movie.
me, basically, is what I'm saying. But in England, yeah, I could do a lot of because in England they like are around motorways, freeways, a lot.
The hawks are?
Birds of prey tend to hang around motorways. They love it.
Is it because of like roadkill? Is it like the cars do the job and then they just come down and?
Pick them up. Well, no. So goshawks don't. Goshawks are
Okay.
really, really solitary and like are in the woodland. But like buzzards and
Okay.
kestrels
Oh,
and
yeah,
things
okay,
like that.
yeah. Buzzards, yeah. I could see a buzzard on a freeway.
Yeah. Loads of them.
Brendan Gleeson,
Yes.
fantastic actor,
Amazing,
one of my favorites,
amazing.
and he plays your father in the film.
He
Had you
does.
ever worked with him before?
No, never worked with him. Loved him from afar.
Because it is I mean, there's some dark elements about this movie. Obviously, it's like dealing with grieving, and Brendan strikes me as someone who brings a lot of light to the proceedings.
Oh,
Is it
yeah.
nice to have the balance of someone like that?
Yeah, I mean, everyone missed him, and Alistair MacDonald, who is Helen's father, was a really, really famous photographer, but also just a really good man, and Brendan's a really, really good man. So, I missed him, everyone missed him, so he left like a real hole when he went, which is really important, I think, for the film.
I read once that you build playlists based on the character you're playing. Is that
Yes.
something you still do for films?
Yeah, all the time.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, I suppose. Yeah. I mean, unfortunately, am I allowed to say brands? No.
You can say brands.
So, Apple.
Oh, not that one.
Oh, I must have.
Sorry, I don't know what I thought you were going to say. Yeah, but no, we're in big trouble now. We're in big
Oh,
trouble.
no.
What were you going to say about?
That brand. I did an update or something, and
Oh yeah, you lose all your songs.
I lost like 15 of my playlists. I've got all my songs because I buy my music because
Yeah,
I
yeah,
like
yeah.
buying my music.
Right.
But yeah, so I lost 15 years of characters, but that's
Oh
okay.
my God! Is this what was what first gave you the idea? Was it something that another actor told you about, or was this independently? You were like, I think this would be a nice way for me to find a character.
No, I think it's just music has a way, doesn't it? I don't want to be too cheesy, but it affects you in a way that nothing else does.
Yeah.
And it can encapsulate a feeling and a moment in a way that nothing else can. So it's just that's what helps me emotionally, I suppose.
I would also, I mean, again, you've never played a one-dimensional character, so is the musical? I mean, well, all right, name
Wow.
them. No, but like I would imagine also like you don't just pick one kind of song, right? Like I would imagine
Yeah.
you try to pick different things to.
Yeah, and the thing that I find most helpful a lot is like I tend to play people who are going through sort of traumatic situations in lots of things that I'm in. And I find that finding sort of the moment, like a song that encapsulates them before that happened, like then they tend to be quite happy. Like happier songs often make us more emotional
Yeah.
because they remind us of something that maybe isn't, has gone by or something
I
like
think
that.
that, yeah. But yeah, when you hear a song that we're like, oh, I'm not as happy as I was when I heard that the first time.
Basically. Yeah.
It'd be really fun if we now played your playlist for Helen, and it was just hawks screeching. What does a hawk sound like? Will you do it, please?
No, well, they're not supposed to really make any noise.
I
Well,
guess
they do
that's
make noise, but
yeah, because they're
they've
hunters.
got to be quiet. They're like, shh, there's a mouse coming.
That's
They don't hunt mice.
they're
I
the
mean,
only
that would be
bird that
really-
goes shh.
Yeah, that's their noise.
They
that they make.
famously shush other hawks.
Yeah. Shut up.
There's a mouse. Why are you talking? It's a beautiful film. Thank you so much for being here. It's so lovely to see you
thanks for
again. I really
having
appreciate
me.
it. You guys, Claire Foy. H is for Hawk will be in theaters this Friday. Stick around. We'll be right back with Bert Kreischer.